We never come to harm.
Whoa. What an anime opening.
Yes,
The boys in blue are here for you. There is nothing they can do. Scuffle, scratch, skedaddle, up a creek without a paddle. No, you cannot rattle us because we are great at crime. Larceny, incarcerated, arson's kind of overrated. There's no reason to debate it.
Great at crime. Great at crime. Great at crime. So good.
While you're busy sleeping, we are sneaking through the room. Beware of dog, it's just a bluff. This won't be very hard. Your security will stop us, know that you can never top us. We can sneak in through the chimney and then we get stuck. We're great. We can't get out. Yeah, we're great at crime. If we could swallow through. Grab the hooch and then we scooch. Unless you got a scary pooch. Rip and rob and roodle, learn it all through gratitude. When you shoot or buy a poodle, know we're great at crime. Larceny, incarcerated, arson's kind of overrated. There's no reason
There's no reason to
debate
debate
it.
it. Great at crime. Great at crime. Great at crime. Woo! Hello there, everybody. Welcome, welcome.
Sounded like an anime like intro. That was so cool.
Yeah, that is our rock version of Great at Crime from the EPiTHET race outro, essentially. But I'm working on making it like essentially themed after the wasabi blasters instead of the bonsai blasters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyways, welcome to the 4 people watching. And for the people who are watching afterwards, once again, it's always great to see how many people are watching these afterwards. You guys are great troopers. Let me know if everybody can hear us.
Yeah, are we sounding good?
Okay. Give me some testing. 1, 2.
Hi, how's it going? Is that
It's going good. What about you?
Oh, it is terrible.
Oh. Why?
Well,
Okay.
shoot, gosh dang it. Darn it, too.
Well, it sounds like we're all set. We're all good. We're all dandy.
Indeed.
Let's go ahead and jump right into it. Welcome, everybody. I am your GM, Raymond. Today, we're not going to have Cindy, Jimmy, and Zune with us. They are all busy dealing with real life stuff. And, that's okay, because today we're going to be doing some backstory, some flashbacks to the past, where we're going to uncover how is it to live in the prisons, So today's going to be kind of heavy. There's probably going to be a lot of jokes, but it is going to be quite heavy. Um, so I just want to put that out there. There is going to be a lot of probably violent stuff today, and it's going to be kind of heavy. So just that warning on the top. And today with me we have Eddie. Who are you playing today?
Hello, everybody. I'll be playing the role of the one, the only Hooba Dooba, my beautiful robot hotshot.
And with us today as well is Birch, who will be playing other characters.
Oh, okay. Do I just like come up with their stuff on the spot then? All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
You've watched me do it once or
Improvisation
twice, you can do
time.
it. You can do that. I trust you.
Do you?
Got
You've
the
seen
skills.
Cyberpunk. Do you really trust me?
Hey, if the improv game taught us anything, it's that it's possible, and I believe in you. Okay. Nothing the power of
Okay.
friendship can't solve. Okay.
I should have probably changed this off of Miles then.
Yeah, change it to your Birch. Yes. There we
Yes.
go.
Also, by the way, question: what is it? It like whenever I look at the profile picture, it looks like a tadpole.
It is that's his little avatar thingy. It doesn't it's just a blob.
Yeah,
Is it a tadpole?
I tried to base it off of like Dokkaebi's, but also like spirit thing, like kind of machine spirit Dokkaebi, but it just came out looking like I don't even know. Strange,
Like a
strange
farting
ethereal creature.
ball.
That's a tail. Come on. Okay.
That's
I
why I said it looks like a
understand.
tadpole.
I'm just messing with you.
All right.
No,
That's a
I always thought it looked pretty good. I just didn't know what it was. I thought
iconic.
it was from the game.
It's
Oh
absolutely
no,
iconic.
yeah. I spent like 10 minutes using basic shapes to make this in Paint 3D.
Also,
Yeah,
by the way, Birch, your mic sounds really good. Like whenever we're on Discord calls together, it sounds so much different. But here, you're so crisp. It's that just kind of stuck out to me. That's pretty cool. You have a nice
Yeah,
mic.
it's just because on Discord it does noise cancellation. So like for this I have to cut off everything in my background.
Oh, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
okay, let's put Hubaduba's hold on. I got his character sheet in front of me. No, that's for Duck Detective. Oh, that's for Sherlock's Duck. Never mind.
I will ask, Ray, since I'm playing NPCs, how wacky do you want them? Do you want them wacky or serious, or does it depend NPC to NPC?
No, I want them to be sad, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Dang,
a
okay.
Sad,
emotionally tense episode. Like
sad, depressed children who've been
I
tortured.
am ready to give the performance of my life right now. Okay.
Funny sad or just sad sad?
Sad, sad, and funny sad, depending on what character.
I kind of like
Dang.
funny sad, to be honest.
Okay, let's jump right into this. This is gonna be a very much RP heavy session. There probably will be some little fights here and there, and some power testing. But yeah, so let's jump in. Here we go. Hubaduba, your body begins to. Oh no, let's do a little recap of what happened last week, just for people watching.
On EPiTHET and
Uh,
Scry.
Yeah, the EPiTHET isekai.
Yes.
Um,
No.
But before anything, I wanted to say we're not streaming on Twitch right now because I need to figure out how to keep videos on Twitch before I start streaming over there, because the other one just disappeared and didn't show up as a video.
Oh, I know how to if you want.
Okay,
I
you need to teach me that later.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's just something in settings. You have
yes,
to change. Yep.
I thought so. Anyways, Uh, well, let's see. Who wants to do the recap?
Coin flip, Eddie.
Birch.
Evens
Okay,
are up.
all right. I'll coin flip. I already have the Google Dice ruler pulled up. Heads or tails?
Heads.
Would you look at that? Our buddy Birch.
All right. Last time on EPiTHET Inscribed, we had everyone blow a hole through the front gate, courtesy of Zune. Possibly killing 4 guards, but they weren't innocent. They never are. You proceed into the city, where we were encountered by 2 other guards, who believed everyone's excuses, and then ran off to help the people at the front, who were already dead. Further into the city, we meet a robot called U.Z.A. Boys made of trash. Have a long conversation, stop a guard from interrupting our conversation, proceed to have a longer conversation. Hooba Dooba becomes a pet of the crew, because Tut's weird like that, I guess. And then everyone proceeded to somehow make a perfect fake passport. Just casually. No skill involved, just luck. And proceeded to trick all the guards, go into the city, which was very confusing. Go into an inn, after a guard asked us again for our IDs, and also showed a very keen suspicion of any and all robots for some reason. Inside the inn, we had food. Apparently the food is super cheap and can be created very easily. And yeah, we paid for inn and slept the night off. Well, 3 people slept. Zune and Miles just kind of don't, because elf shenanigans, so yeah. That's about the recap.
Thank you very much. And so, we begin once again. As Hooba begins to lose consciousness, his trash body becomes a pile of trash. As he begins to wake up somewhere else, in a cell, Hooba your or how you're known in this place as Subject H. You've been here your entire life, basically, since you were 5 years old. And you're, at the moment, 15 years old. You wake up in your room, this cell. You're surrounded by metal. This door that has a circular window on it. It doesn't have a handle. It only opens from the outside. You see that there's only this bed that you're sleeping on, and there's a desk with some books and some like crayons and non-sharp like writing tools.
DM, do I have a toilet?
You do have a toilet in here, yes,
Thank the Lord.
and a sink. But that would be all that you see in this little room. Um, you can maybe you have some other little objects and trinkets here and there. What do you have?
Let's see. Well, that depends on how how confined in this prison I am. Am I maximum security or am I a regular prisoner here?
Well, you have always been kind of basically like almost in the bottom floors. Um, so you are like around category, if I am basing this right, if I remember correctly. Uh, Let me see. I always need to see like a alphabet. 'Cause I should have an alphabet in front of me all the time.
I have like a poster above your monitors.
Yeah. Okay, I have it right here. And if I'm not mistaken, the prisons go. Let me go to the lore. Prisons go from is it Z to A or A to Z? Hold on. I know I have that somewhere.
I wish I had a window. I have not seen the outside in years.
Yeah, role play while I'll do this. What's your daily routine?
Well, I'm assuming it's early in the morning. I probably get up, probably check outside the only window there is to see if anyone's coming along. I imagine I imagine I know some of these guards by name. They don't really like me though. I don't think I quite see anyone in this particular.
Yeah, your personal guard's name is Bob.
Oh, okay. Is Bob the guard here?
Yeah, he's always at your post. Uh, so you are classification X, so not very dangerous at all. This is the third floor, essentially, of cells. Third floor of cells. So you're classification X. So you're essentially in that group. So your danger levels are not very high. They are pretty much containable.
Oh,
And
I thought it was the
you
opposite.
no, it is from A most dangerous to Z the least dangerous.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
it was from A least dangerous to Z most dangerous.
Yeah, no, it's just it was confusing because the alphabet in this world is backwards. So yes, so Z is the first letter of the alphabet in this world.
So what do they teach it? Z Y X
Yes.
W
Yeah.
N. What's next?
VUTS. Or there was a whole gag about this. Zune sang the whole alphabet song but backwards. It was really funny. But essentially, you are able to. You have a period of time where you're able to get out of the cell and essentially go to like um, this class with other kids from your group, and you actually have like a teacher and everything, and um, essentially they teach you a lot about just like the basics, essentially like basic math and physics and stuff like that, things to kind of help you maybe with gaining some kind of control over your power, essentially.
So it's
uh,
it's a class about powers or just general schooling.
it's general schooling, so you're not just dumb, essentially. They control
There's no excuse to be illiterate.
they only keep the illiterate people are like the most dangerous ones. Those are the ones kept
wow.
like in
You
full
guys
like
don't
quarantine.
get to learn how to read.
Yes. So you are privileged, in essentially, but you still
Mhm.
face a lot of discrimination from the teachers, the scientists, the guards, um, and yeah. So you would have like certain trinkets that you have exchanged with other people. Uh, like maybe like you have like convinced one of the guards to like give you something. So what kind of little trinkets do you have with you?
I think that I have. Let's see. I probably have a magic 8 ball. For
Nice.
funsies. How else can you pass the time? I am being educated here, so I imagine I would have some form of puzzle. Maybe a Rubik's cube. Maybe I'm being too. Maybe I'm asking for too much with a Rubik's cube, but maybe some kind of a puzzle item.
Yeah, Magic Able and a Rubik's Cube sounds good. I like that.
Um, it'd be it'd be real silly if I happen to have 2 6-sided die in my cell.
Two
Uh,
singular 6-sided dice.
Yeah.
Just
I
enough to gamble.
I would say I would say that you have yeah 2 6-sided dice. That's fine.
If you lose one,
Uh,
you're screwed. You know that, right?
well, that's why I mean, there's not much I can lose. I don't really have much in the first place.
So that's you said a Rubik's Cube.
A magic 8 ball, 2 6-sided die, and I want you to hear me out on this. An origami shark.
Ooh.
But that could be a dangerous weapon, Ray. Think about all the paper cuts.
Oh no, I'm going to die from paper cuts.
Well, I mean, what if your like ability's hardening? You have a lethal
uh,
weapon.
Rubik's Cube or Origami Shark, 8 ball. And 8 6-sided dice, 2 6-sided dice, 2d6.
Ooh, 8, wow.
Ray, how thin are the walls here?
They are very thick.
Oh, so no one could like say, "Psst, hey."
You can definitely talk to each other. There are vents between the cells.
I imagine there's definitely been moments where I've been whispered to. It's like, hey, what's the answer to number 6?
So you do get to
Why are you
talk
asking
to
in an art test?
you do get you do get to talk to other prisoners through vents, essentially through the vents.
Well, as of right now, I'm gonna, kind of stretch. I just woke up. My bed isn't that comfy, so I imagine but my like body is just sore. I'm gonna go up
It
to the.
yeah.
I'm
Mhm.
gonna go up to the window and just be like, "Morning, Bob. How you doing?"
Morning subject H.
I'm assuming you didn't catch a wink last night either.
Not really.
Well, that's bad. They were teaching us recently how the harmful effects that a lack of sleep could have on the human brain.
Well, I don't get paid to sleep. I get paid to watch you not get out of that thing.
That's gotta be harsh, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but my shift is about to be over, and I'll be able to
Todd's
go to
coming over.
sleep. What?
Is Todd coming next?
Yeah, Todd is coming next.
I love that guy.
I don't like his behavior.
Really, really. Why not?
So, just an insight here as a GM. Todd is a little bit more friendly towards you.
Really?
He's
I
kind
didn't
of
know that.
a bit of a rebel.
More than this?
A bit friendly towards you because you're quite charming.
Bro might actually hand out snacks to prisoners. Oh God!
Yeah, Todd has given you a few snacks.
That's true. I mean, yeah, that does make some sense. He gave me a
So yeah,
strawberry once.
I don't like his behavior. Yeah, that's what I mean. Strawberry shouldn't be giving you that. You don't deserve a strawberry.
Well, do you like strawberries?
Of course, I like strawberries, but you're not supposed to be eating strawberries.
Why? Is it gonna make me implode?
No, it's just you have a regulated food that we give you, and that's it.
Hey, strawberries are nutritious, man. I don't want to hear nothing about it.
And the cafeteria food is nutritious as well.
Well, speaking of cafeteria food, you ought to let me out. I'm kind of hungry. It's breakfast, right?
Well, when Todd gets here, then it's gonna be breakfast time.
Well, guess I'm just gonna have to wait for Todd.
Hey Bob, how's it going?
Oh,
Todd is gonna wave at Bob.
And
Hey,
there
Todd.
he is.
Hi, how's it going?
not going good, Bob. The Todd not doing good.
Oh, shucks, Bob. That's sad. You want a fruit basket?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, your turn to take care of this twerp.
Yay!
You're an idiot, Todd.
Aw, thanks for the compliment.
I'm gonna wait till Bob walks away, at least out of earshot, to be like, "Hey, I'd like some of that fruit for the bowl, if you don't mind."
Oh, really? Sure. Is there any way
Thanks,
to pass
Todd. You're the
food to
best.
prisoners?
Yeah, no, so you enter a code and the door, you open the door for him.
What you want? I got strawberries, blueberry muffins, lemons, limes, bananas, cornbread.
Subject H in this current moment is weighing his options, right? We either respect Todd or the door is wide open.
What was that?
I'm weighing my options here because it's either we respect Todd or the door is wide open.
I mean, the door is wide open, but
Am I the only one imagining Todd is literally the size of the door?
yes, he is. He's just
like he can
I imagine
try
he
to
just-
get
he
past
just-
them.
he fits through like a square block in a square hole. He's like,
he remember that these are the trolls. So the trolls are pretty much like thick, like big guys. So yeah.
Hooba Dooba will consider escaping right now, quite a bit, but he'll decide. Todd's a sweet guy, Might as well just get his fruit. He'll be out for school soon. Thanks, Todd. I'll take a strawberry if you don't mind.
Oh, sure, buddy. As he's gonna give you a strawberry.
These ones are great. He pops one in his mouth, leaves and all.
You're still a prisoner, so I can only give you 2 more things. I'm sorry, buddy.
Nah, that's okay. I get all them rules and regulations and whatnot. Say, you wouldn't happen to know what time it is, do you?
Oh, when I clocked in, it was 7:43, I think.
7:43. DM, when's school?
It's about it's after you have breakfast in the cafeteria. So it's like maybe like at 8 or 9 a.m.
Well, I'll just take a piece of pineapple and a piece of watermelon if you don't mind, and I really ought to get breakfast.
All right.
Thanks, Todd.
Hey,
You're the greatest.
Larry, are we allowed to let him out for breakfast yet?
Uh, in about 5 minutes.
Okay. So 5 more minutes. As he's going to close the door.
Yeah, the door closes in front of you, subject H. As you're once again trapped in this room, you also feel the strange. You're never gonna get used to it because each year it keeps growing with you. But the feeling, you feel this itch in your arm, in your left arm, of this metal, kind of pulsating a little bit, in your arm. You see that it has grown almost all the way to your shoulder by now. Sorry, not your shoulder, your elbow. My bad. It has grown all the way to your elbow, almost there. Not all the way to the joint, but almost there. And it's like this. Essentially, you have this bracelet in your arm, and this bracelet has a little green screen that tells you the time, and also tells essentially has little lights and flickers, and you know that essentially this thing is the thing that truly is keeping you in here, um, and everyone essentially, because this thing could instantly debilitate you or even kill you if they wanted, um, if you did something wrong. Um, so this bracelet is what's been keeping you, and it is essentially melded to your skin through nanites. Um, and every year the metal kind of grows a little bit more to your skin, essentially. It grows with you, um, creating this metallic, essentially, arm. It's also a little bit in the palm of your hand and in the back of your hand.
Subject H, once the door closes, Subject H is going to, notice this itch and just kind of like, it's very annoying. Does not like it. Ah, jeez. He's gonna grab his origami shark and unfold it a little bit and just kind of take a look at what's on the paper. In crayon, you can see a series of different names, some that are checked marks, some that are crossed off, of names that Subject H, has just wanted to have. He sighs and folds it back up. He's gonna sit down on his bed and kind of put his chin in his hands.
And you see the door opens once again after a couple of minutes.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, it's
Time for breakfast.
sure is. You know what we're having today?
Uh.
It's okay. I don't know either.
Oh, great. Yeah, I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Hey, you're not a chef. I don't know. That's fine,
I mean,
So-
I do cook at home a bit.
You follow your ironclad troll to all the way to the cafeteria. This cafeteria is essentially built for different people to come in here in rotations. So right now, this is the X rotation within this group. And you see like people in front of you, people behind you that are coming in for breakfast. And yeah, you see one of them is this little girl, probably like she seems to be like 7 or 6, and you see that she has like pink skin and like fluffy pink hair. And you know that she is someone, everybody calls her as her nickname, Sweet. Uh and she essentially, her power is that she can produce like uh essentially sugar, so she produces like a little cotton candy, as you see her like making cotton candy balls and eating them.
Um, um,
Actually,
um,
I could go for one of those right now.
oh,
I wouldn't want
um,
to ruin my appetite with some slop. Hey, sweet,
yeah,
toss me a cotton, would ya?
uh, okay. As she'll toss it over.
You catch it.
Agent is gonna, yeah, he's gonna catch it. Sweet. How does
It's
it taste?
very
Fine.
fluffy, and it's very sweet. Very good. It has a good flavor. It kind of tastes like it's very fruity and sugary.
That's some good cotton candy. I wonder if she's allowed to do that.
Oh, no.
Oh, I see.
Well, they allow you to use your power because it's very much inconsequential, but you don't. You are scared of doing it because some people have reprimanded you from using it. So yes, you believe you can't use them, but in the grand scheme of things, you are allowed.
That power is really neat. Wish I had something like it. Subject H is just gonna kind of sit by her, as after that, I don't think he really wants the presumed slop that he's getting for breakfast.
You walk all the way towards the essentially like this line keeps walking with you, and you see like this area where it's kind of like a school lunchroom essentially with the lunch ladies and stuff like that. These You see these cat folk, um essentially, and they are preparing the meals and stuff, and they give you a tray with a toast, a little square of butter, some egg, scrambled eggs, uh, and you see like a chocolate milk carton, and that's like the portions that they give to everyone.
Martha, can I get mine sunny side up?
Is this Todd?
Yes, of course.
Todd, this is for the inmates, not for you.
Oh. Oh.
But we
Sorry,
can
Todd.
Then.
I
we
can
can
give you
give
some
you
if you want.
go ahead.
No, it's fine. I understand.
No, really.
You see another cat folk. This one is a little bit younger. She goes like, "Meow, Todd, here you go."
Oh, yay!
Gives you a toast.
Yay! Toast!
She gives you a little wink, and blows you a little kiss, as she goes off to the kitchen.
Thank you,
That will never
Sammy.
not bewilder me. Ay, ay, ay.
Um, as everybody gets their stuff, you see that all of you kind of sit down and begin to enjoy your meal.
Sweet is gonna begin to spray her cotton candy all over the meal.
Nice. Uh, yes, exactly. That's what she does. and you see essentially like everybody just you see like a couple of kids in front of you as well enjoying their food. um you see one of the kids in front of you is your essentially your front neighbor, like the person in front of your cell. um he's quite far away from you too, so you have never like spoken through the cells, but when you're here you can actually speak to these people. And he is I would say within placement. Hold on, let me check real quick the placement of the cells. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-da-da-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-da-dum, bum. Okay, here we go. H. Oh, here we go. So it would be subject. It would be he would be essentially like I would say let's say you were. I was picturing kind of you were like like in the cell P. So let's put in P. He's in front of you, so he's C. So he's in C. Um, and he's subject. Let's say subject O. But everybody calls him Odie.
Interesting. Who's to the left and right of me?
What?
Who is to the left and right of me?
Okay. So to the left and right. Okay, to your left.
Hi, it's me. I'm here.
Yeah. And to your
You
right.
said already? I know I'm short, but God, okay.
Uh, and to your right, you see subject A.
Hey, how's it
So
going?
so he was the first to be uh picked in within that level, Z. So he's a little bit older than you. He's like 19.
Hey.
How well do I know these people? Like, are we on like good like talk? Do we talk all the time? Like with everyone around me, not just like
Yeah, you like within the prisons, you kind of all form like different relationships. You form like friendship relationships, or sometimes like you kind of make like family units where like some of the older kids would become like parental figures to the younger kids, um, and stuff like that. So yeah, like there's different kind of relationships, but these are kind of like your mates essentially.
H. When he sits down, he's just kind of stare at the egg, stare at the yellow of the egg, and just imagine a nice bright sun accompanied by a beautiful blue sky.
You know that subject's a nickname is Adam.
Yeah.
Subject A is the oldest, right?
Yes, he's 19.
Has he been here the longest?
From your floor, yes. Not from the entire prison, but only your floor.
Okay.
Odie is about your age. So he's 14. You're 15.
What
Odie's
about the other
gonna
one?
look up from his food. So, how's it going?
It's going fine. I
Hmm.
I got a strawberry today from Todd.
Yeah, I saw.
What, you jealous?
Man, Jimmy gives me nothing. He's
Well, I'm
stricter than, I swear, he's stricter than a Band-Aid.
Well, I'm sorry Jimmy's like that, man. Listen, I don't know what to say to you. It's not my fault. I didn't control that. I just happened to get Todd, you know? That's not a me thing, man.
Man, every day I have to look across my cell and see you getting special treatment. God. Calm.
Yeah. You got a problem with it? I just happen to
Yeah,
be lucky.
I do
For what?
actually.
Yeah?
Well, I have an issue with that.
Well, why do you have an issue with that?
Because I'm not that lucky.
None of us are lucky. We're in this prison.
Well, yeah, well, that's not my fault, but it still is making me angry. At you specifically.
How about you shut up about lucky? If any of us were lucky, we wouldn't even be here right now.
Down, please. No,
Todd.
I'm not going to calm down.
Hey, man, listen to Todd.
Odie, you see your guard Jimmy like hits a like control on his watch, and you feel a shock from your bracelet.
Oh my god! Oh jeez! Oh no! I'm sorry. No, jeez. Listen, man. It wasn't his fault. It was my fault. Don't do that to him, man.
Behave. Finish your food.
Yes, sir. Sorry, Odie. Man, I didn't mean to get all crazy with you.
Odie's gonna look down at his food and begin straining to eat it. Still obviously in pain.
Sweet is gonna just like make a little cotton ball for Odie and give it to him.
Thanks.
If everyone had a power like that, maybe things wouldn't be too bad.
And you guys kind of have this breakfast, and everything else goes just as usual. As you are taken from your breakfast now to your classroom. And in this classroom, you are essentially being taught just your average class by one of the essentially one of the scientists in this prison, which is
And this class is how you add a negative number to a positive number.
Subject H is very much staring off.
Subject H, please pay attention to the board. If you do not, if you do not pay attention to this class, then you will be reprimanded.
This is Dr. Wells.
As I said at the beginning, I am Dr. Wells, and I will not have any disrespect in my class. Is that understood, Subject H?
Yeah.
All right. As I was saying, in order to add a negative number to a positive number, you must switch around the positive.
Damn, can I look around?
Yeah, you can look around. What do you want to look for?
Well, I mean, what's around? What do my surroundings look like? I know
Yeah,
it's a very.
so this place looks like your average kind of like elementary school looking classroom um with like the entire group X. So there's like different ages, like from like the youngest person which is like in cell Z, they are like 2 years old. Uh to the oldest person who's 19, of course, which is Adam. So you're like in this mixed class. The 2 year old, the younger people have like a essentially like a extra help that comes around. She's uh they call her she's Miss Young. And she's like a bit gentler with the younger people if they're not understanding something. So if anyone starts to cry or anything, she's like tries to calm them down. Um, you see her like walking around with that area. Like there's like a road. Essentially, the roads are divided by age, so it goes like from younger to oldest, and you see that essentially the youngest are in the back of the classroom, while the oldest are in the front.
That's stupid.
Um,
So
and
Odie is literally sitting next to you.
yes, Odie is sitting next to subject H, and you see you see that there is like a window to the outside in this classroom. It is it is essentially, you see like a road and roads of buildings on top of buildings in the distance, and a lot of steam coming out, like, so it's like barely visible, but sometimes you see like little sprites running around. Um, you see like flying animals of some kind. Sometimes like there's giant and like birds are very big, so that like sometimes you see like a huge bird just crash onto the window, but it doesn't make any sound or any reverberation because it's very thick, so the bird just keeps flying away. um so it's a bit distracting if you look out that window.
DM, may
Yes.
Mr. Wells throw a piece of chalk at subject H's face?
Yes, of course.
All right.
uh you I'm gonna can
I
you
got a
roll?
13.
Is that a 13? Okay.
Yeah.
That is a mixed success. So, um, eh, subject H, can you roll me a d20 to see if you're able to catch the shock?
Is your cool high enough to dodge the
Oh my
chalk?
god! I got a nat one.
Oh no, this thing hits you square in the face. Roll for damage, Birch.
That's a 6 on the damage.
That's a 6 on the damage. Hold on.
Subject H, what did I tell you about disrespecting me in my classroom?
Not to do it.
Yes.
I think
That
you
is your
would you
second
would
strike.
hate. I think you would hate that mumbling that he just did. Kind of feels defiant to you. And you get to also activate the shock on their colors if you want.
You just want me to shock H.
If you
Oh, yeah.
want to, like
Yeah,
I'm just
you're just
I
like,
was about to say,
you're
like,
giving
that
the
was
idea.
your second strike.
Apples up
One
the right.
more. Yeah. I was about to say, like, that's your second strike, one more, but no. Dre just,
no. I'm just warned. I'm just letting you know. Like, I think you would feel a little bit disrespected by that mumbling.
Subject H, that is your second strike today. One more, and I will have to shock you.
Yes, sir.
Don't take that tone with me.
I said yes, sir.
And now yelling in my classroom?
Roll for
He is going
cool.
to activate the roll for cruel?
No, for
No,
cool.
I have to roll for cool, or does he roll for cool?
No, Eddie, roll for cool.
D20 again.
Yeah, no, Eddie, not Eddie. Sorry, my bad. Birch,
Oh,
roll for cool. My bad.
oh my D20.
15.
15. Yes, like this definitely makes you incredibly angry, but you're able to hold your composure.
I'm giving you one more chance, Subject H.
Yes, sir.
As he is going to turn around and begin again. Now, I will say that whenever you divide a negative number into 0, it follows the same principle, like you would a positive number, where a negative number will just become a negative version of the number. You are, instead of using a addition symbol, you are going to use a subtraction symbol. This happens even if you put the negative number before the 0, as what you will see is that the negative number's position for its symbol will change with the positive, and you will switch out the positive and negative symbol of the numbers. So instead of saying -5 plus 0, you would instead say +5 minus 0.
Yeah, all of the soul from Subject H's eyes is like gone right now.
Yeah.
He is.
You, Mr. Wells, Dr. Wells, you feel a
I
something.
feel disturbance in the force.
No. You feel like uh, uh, a projectile just hit your neck, and it started to kind of burn like acid, and you kind of feel the consistency of spit as you feel somebody just spat on you. And this acidic spit would be from subject uh, subject K.
Okay. As he is going to fiercely turn around and slam his hands on the desk, which I assume is in behind him.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm going to say this one time to all of you Sparkies. Either you are going to listen to the class like good little subjects, or I'm going to electric shock all of you. Do you understand?
Yes, Dr. Wells. You
Yes,
hear like
Dr. Wells.
Now, I have been very kind today, but anything else out of any of you, and you will see why I am a teacher here and not in a regular school. Okay?
okay, Dr. Wells.
Okay, Dr. Wells.
As he's going to turn around one last time.
And we're gonna fade from there as you find yourself back in your cells. In about 30 minutes, you're gonna have a recess time that is essentially gonna be in like a gym like place where you're just gonna be able to interact with people and have like a free time before getting experimented on. Uh, so like they essentially keep you in this free zone as one by one they make experiments to you all throughout the day until it's night and you return to your cells. Um, so that's going to happen in about 30 minutes. So you return to your cell and it's like 12. Just after I guess that's afternoon, right? Or noon, I guess. Um, as you like in your cell.
Subject H is gonna enter his cell and just kind of look back at his door and just stare at it and just kind of think to himself about how tired he is of the monotony and the torturing of these innocent people, and how much in his heart he truly wants to do something about it, but due to the nature of where he is and who he is, there's simply nothing he can do that'll make a difference.
And in this moment, you kind of fall in this trance as you begin to feel kind of your power kind of take control over you as your body kind of just falls to the ground and your soul is now present outside of your body. And you can look at yourself passed out in the floor. And you have thought about this, just running out from here and living as a ghost, essentially. But if they find you like this, they would know you use your power, and you don't really know what happens after that. Like, what happens if your body ceases to be? Do you cease to be? So you're scared of that.
So can I like phase through walls? Am I like Danny Phantom?
Yes, you are like Danny Phantom.
Can people see my ghost?
If you want to. You can allow other people to see you.
Subject H is going to make himself invisible to everyone and just walk around. He's going to kind of explore the building a little bit.
Where do you want to go?
I would like to look at the set. I'd like to look at other people's cells. I would like to know kind of what other people are up to.
You essentially are able to see. You have done this a lot of times before,
I imagine I
and
do.
you have explored. You've been able to explore almost every level, like essentially these past 10 years. But you've always been afraid of exploring like the very high levels, the essentially the F to A levels.
I would like to kind of go up floors and explore kind of in progression what these other people are doing, what's happening to them.
So like as you go through certain rooms, you see like some people using their powers to entertain themselves, like some like are bouncing like some kind of ball, playing with some toy, levitating things, spitting fireballs, like emanating radiation, uh like illuminating themselves, like you got people who turn into water, um and you see like different things going on, and you kind of go back to that person who turned into water.
Holy crap! Are they like actually liquid? How does that? Whoa!
You see them kind of like turn back to themselves, but every time they do, they still have the bracelet and they go, "Damn it!"
Oh, geez, wow, it really is that permanent. Huh?
So they try again and again and again.
H is just going to like kind of like when they turn back into human, H is just gonna pat them on the shoulder and be like, "I get you, man."
Ah! Ah! What? Ah! What?
Oh crap! Oh crap! I didn't mean to do that.
Who's here? What?
Hey, what's going on in there?
Nothing.
Subject H is going to like fly through the ceiling in a panic.
I'm good. Just got scared by uh my reflection.
Yeah, of course you did. Stupid Sparky.
And you float up. And would you like to explore some of the upper levels? You have never gone all the way up.
I feel like it would make sense for this it would make sense if I was on floor G and like I was I interact with this water person, I fly up and I find myself in floor F somewhere I haven't wanted to go before, and it's like, oh, I'm already
So
here.
as you get to this cell, you see that it's very different to the cell that you're used to. And you see that the person in this cell there's no doors in this cell. It's essentially like a cube. And there's no items in this room except for them. And they're sitting crisscross. There is kind of like a futon kind of thing for them. Everything in this room looks soft, very padded, essentially. And you only see like one small slot where they probably give him their food, essentially.
La 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 da. La 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 da.
And as they're singing that little song, you see like this, essentially this little thing floating. It looks like essentially what you have heard referred to as a black hole. And it's just very small, and it's like they're just looking at it as they sing the song.
La 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 da. La 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 da.
Subject H is going to exit this cell, kind of in fear, because I imagine that thing is absolutely terrifying to them, and move it, continue walking kind of down the hall.
Do you move through cells, or are you moving through the hallway?
I mean, in a panic, in kind of a nervous panic, I imagine Subject H would just phase through into the next cell.
Okay. As you kind of face through the next cell, you see this girl seems to be levitating. And the room is it's essentially the same thing. But she's levitating herself, and you see her kind of flipping around. And you feel that you begin to get dragged around her, like as you begin to float all around her.
Whoa.
And you can't seem to like get away from her as you get kind of closer and closer.
I feel something. Huh.
Can I
Wonder what
escape
that
this?
is.
Can I escape this into the next cell?
You try, and as she says that, like something, if she feels something, she stops manipulating the gravitational pull around the room, and you can feel yourself actually able to leave.
Huh. Weird.
So you continue to the next one.
Yeah.
As you do, what you see next just is horrifying. You can't describe what you see. This looks like nothing you have ever seen before. It is essentially nightmare fuel to you. This thing that you can't describe, maybe different bodies, different animal parts, different something, but you can't describe it, as it morphs back into this little boy. Uh you see this little like maybe like 5-year old, and it stares right at you.
Oh, I've never seen a creature like that before. As he's gonna tilt his head and smile.
Oh my god!
As you, I'm guessing you move on to the next room.
I don't want to move into the next cell. I would like to go into the hallway.
Yes, you go into the hallway, um, and you see that in this place there doesn't seem to be any like guards on posts. Um, it's just an empty hallway that leads to one of the elevators.
Subject H is gonna kind of sit down, as best he can, and it's gonna lean up against a wall. Just gonna think about what he saw.
And
Simo-
it's you kind of feel this sense of like, yeah, what you just saw was incredibly horrific, right? But at the same time, like, these kids, like these other people like you, um in these cells, they seem to be quite scary, but they're more isolated than you have ever been, and you feel a bit of privilege for that you do actually get to get out, but they are stuck in that room with themselves.
These people have probably never seen the sun. They're like trees. These people, the way things are going now, might not be able to see it ever again. These people have gotten their lives taken from them just for having this ability.
Do you want to go all the way to the top?
I would like to skip to floor A.
As you get to floor A, you see that at the moment, like, as you kind of explore the cells, you don't see any subjects in them. Like, almost all of these cells are empty except for one cell. And this is cell A, essentially. And in there, as you kind of go in to the cell, you see that there is a person. You don't know if they are a man or a woman, or like it's not very clear. And they seem to be like they have like these like shackles like all surrounding their entire like arm, essentially, like hanging from the ceiling, and then shackles hanging from the floor, and they look like bigger versions of the bracelets that you guys have. This person has been here for a long time because you see that the metal, the reason you can't tell their gender at all is because the metal has grown essentially all over except for like the center of their where their heart would be essentially.
In the bog there was a tree, a rare tree, a rattling tree.
Subject
And the
8 is
tree
going
in
to
the
kneel down
bog in the valley,
on the
way
floor.
down in the valley, oh. Oh, rattling
Kindly look
bog,
at them
way down in the valley, oh.
and begin to feel
Rattling bog, way down in the valley, oh.
just
And
rage.
on the tree there was a branch.
These people are trapped here against their will, just because they were born a certain way. It makes Subject H absolutely sick to the stomach,
Rattling bog, way
as they
down in
can
the valley,
feel nothing but
and on the branch there was a twig,
rage.
a rare twig, a rattling twig, and the twig and the branch, and the
This
branch and the
justice,
tree and the
this
tree and the
injustice
bog, way down in
needs
the
to be brought to
valley.
light
Oh,
in some way,
rattling bog, way
somehow.
down in the valley. Oh,
Something needs
on
to be done
the
about
twig
this.
there was a leaf, a rare leaf,
Subject H
a rattling
can't
leaf,
control himself right now.
and the leaf
After
on
What do you do?
in the twig.
After seeing this poor man
Mhm.
chained up like this, Subject H remembers that he's invisible and there's nothing he can do.
You have never tried to affect the matter around you. But you did move your paper shark once, and that was you felt like you could do more with your ability, more than just spy or look around outside of your body. Maybe you could actually control the matter around you or touch it, manipulate it. Make it something. So, what do you do?
DM, I would like to try and maybe, just maybe, give somebody hope and give somebody a chance at life. DM, I would like to try to free Subject A.
Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Roll a d20.
Here goes nothing. 18.
18, baby. Awesome. Success. And this is gonna cost you your 2 tokens to use your power. So yeah, you use your power, and you begin to feel, as he sings this song, you begin to feel that rhythm as
on the twig.
you begin to pull those nanobots, like those nanobots, like off, like trying to like get them off from essentially where they're holding his legs and his arms, and Subject A can feel this pain.
I'm gonna set you free.
And
No
it
matter.
is
Stop.
you feel this incredible pain. Subject A.
Stop.
And suddenly you feel like you can move your limbs as you fall to the ground.
DM question: how much energy does this person have?
They are strapped. Their face is strapped to this mask, and that's why you can't really see like as well like their features. They have like very long hair covering their eyes and everything, but this mask essentially feeds them their nutrients and everything. This person has uh, not a lot of energy. Like they've been atrophied essentially for a long time. Um, they can't really move on their own. But they do have the energy to maybe speak.
Please. You deserve a second chance.
Stop. Why? Yeah.
Come on. I know you can be freed. Please. Just please.
I need you to.
In
I need
Oh.
you to roll. I need you to roll. Again. A subject H for brains.
Oh, I got a 4.
Yeah. So it is very hard to tell that he's essentially like he can't speak probably because he has like a tube essentially inserted into his mouth. Like he can't
and
really
also
make words.
his mouth. You said that every part of his body except for his heart is covered by these nanomachine things, right?
It goes to his neck, so his face is good.
Yeah, but like your neck still has your vocal box.
Yeah, like it's not within the inside; it's just the skin essentially. Not it's not like affecting like internal organs.
Is the nano stuff like thick though? Like is it well, more is it like a casing? Because if
Isn't
so,
it's
then
like
you
a
can't move your
casing?
vocal box.
It's more
Yeah.
restrictive.
Yeah.
To your to essentially like your
He can't
limbs.
move his vocal box. He has to talk like this. He has
Yeah.
to push air through it without moving it. So you can't really speak better.
Yeah, that makes sense. But he still has the tube inside his mouth.
But so yeah, question.
Mhm.
So what did you roll, Eddie? For what was he doing?
The
For
brains
brains?
to see if he
I
thought about the
I
tube.
rolled a 4.
So yeah, he doesn't think about the tube. But why don't you roll for subject A
For what? Like, what am I rolling to do?
to use his power?
What is his power?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, you'll see.
Okay. That's a 13.
13 is a mixed success. So he is oh sorry, no, they are able to begin to remove this mask. Like you see it move on its own. Um Subject H as it kind of comes off, like the tube begins, like this long tube, you see this long tube coming out of their mouth as they expel it all and they barf low on the floor. As then they begin to like move their own body up into position. They can't move it, but they're using their power to lift it up and have it facing whatever is talking to you. Do you want to show yourself, Subject H?
Yes, I would like to make myself visible.
You see a what looks like some kind of ghostly image of a 15-year-old boy. Subject A, you haven't seen a person in the past 20 years.
Oh.
Is that right with the timeline? Yes, it is like 20 years, yeah.
Are you okay?
No. Why did you do this?
How long have you been here?
He doesn't know.
Uh, uh, I don't know.
I'm so sorry. What they've done to you.
Why are you here?
I don't really know. I couldn't help myself seeing you there helpless. You didn't deserve this. You didn't deserve this at all.
I recommend you leave.
What?
I recommend you leave.
And as he begins to say that, you begin to see his body, like all those, uh, essentially those, since you disconnected, as you see, like you were able to disconnect the bracelets from his body. Uh, as he begins to like move the nanites, begin to like move away from his heart. As you begin to see his eyes begin, their eyes begin to glow. This white, as you begin to see them turning a bit younger, um, looking. Their hair goes back and becomes shorter until it's nothing but what looks like a bus, like a essentially like a straight bus cut, like completely. And you see like all these nanites coming off, just landing on the floor, like every bit of metal falling to the ground, uh, off of their body as they're able to begin to talk properly again. Uh, you begin to see they move their hands like in this bizarre way where they begin to like open up a hole in essentially what looks like, you can't describe it, it looks like some kind of void uh that they begin to open up.
So, like I said, I recommend you leave.
That wouldn't happen to be a black hole, would it?
uh you see them reaching in into it, and they pull out what looks like a sword, and it looks like the sword contains the universe in it as they close that tear with their hands. And they only, you don't even see it happen, but the room just has an X now on one of the walls, and it explodes open into
Whoa!
these particles that begin to float around.
Not quite a black hole. Not quite. Not a black hole. Both
Holy
is and
crap.
isn't. So, I guess it's time for me to wake up.
Uh, subject H, you have heard of these kind of essentially some of the scientists explaining to you certain abilities. And they've always warned you. That's why you've always felt a little bit scared of going to the upper floors, because they've always warned you that anyone from the upper floors have abilities that can essentially defy the laws of the universe themselves, like essentially like mythological gods.
But you should really get going.
So, any explanation on what that was?
Well, I can explain it later if you're alive by the end of this. As I'm very
I'm
highly
alive?
assuming that there's alarms going off.
Yes. An alarm begins to sound off.
I just
And
assume it's been on the entire time.
yeah, but subject H hasn't noticed because of all the. Essentially, we kind of like set in the scene, and we begin to hear those alarms going off. As kind of like their spectral form, like hasn't been taking the alarms in. But you feel the alarms going off, and you wake up in your body. Subject H.
Holy crap! I might have just woken a god.
Huh? Why is there alarms?
Uh,
God.
you begin to you see that the essentially this room says your bracelet says imminent shutdown, 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 facility shutdown, as your window kind of goes closes. You can't see anything from outside now, and through the walls, the vents, you begin to hear uh screams. Like, you don't think this is possible because you've never heard anything from outside, but somehow you're hearing screams uh from outside. As you like hear some of your neighbors like being scared, like what's going on, what's going on, what's going on. You like a couple of kids, like the ones next to you.
Oh, crap baskets. Okay. Can I do anything about this?
Yeah, you can try something. You can try using your power again.
Damn, I would love to try to use my power again.
Go ahead and roll for me.
Do you have any power
Oh,
coins?
Papa needs a new pair of organs. I got a 4.
Yeah, you can't. You seem to be trapped right now, but you have 2 power coins now, essentially.
Great. I have power coins.
You hear all these alarms and everything, and suddenly you see one of the rifts opening up in your room. One of the rifts that this subject A opened up earlier. You want to walk through it.
I don't see why not.
As you walk through it, you appear in the other side of that door, essentially. Uh, as you see all your like mates, everyone is around you. Um, all of them are outside their cells.
Are all the guards already dead?
You see the guards on this area are all dead, like brutally. Like there's blood covering the entire hallway. Like every single guard in this floor is dead for each cell that had a guard. They're all dead, covered in
Oh.
blood and gore.
Suck that, Jimmy!
Oh, poor Todd, you did not deserve that. Okay, let's get out of here while we still can.
Where are we going?
I don't know, somewhere. Let's find an elevator or something. I think I know where it is. Follow me. Subject H will kind of rush towards, where they know an elevator is, because they've explored this place. They know where the exits are.
Yeah. So you run towards the elevator as your friends follow you. The subject O, or Odie, Adam, and Sweet follow you as you all go to the elevators. A lot of the other kids are kind of shocked. Some of them are using their powers already to try to escape. And as you get to the elevator, some of the other kids kind of join you in. As you press the button to go to the lobby, you begin to go down the elevator. And you're able to see, like, there's, like, a glass window to see each room, essentially, as you go down. And as you go down, you see the gore of each, like, room, each level going down.
Or Sweet, rather, is going to try and cover up all the gore by putting the window with cotton candy.
Nice. That's great. She covers the window with cotton candy. And we imagined a kind of more moment, just sweet moment, as the elevator music plays.
I'm scared.
So, don't worry about it. I just may have released Demigod.
What?
Hopefully it's. We're probably gonna escape, so it's probably nothing too crazy. But I may or may not have done this. This may or may not be the results of my actions.
I'm just happy Jimmy's dead. Finally.
Oh, well, look at that.
That's
Look
for
at
all
that
those
good luck,
times you
huh?
shocked me, Jimmy.
What do you know? Happy ending after all. Oh boy. Okay, yeah.
And essentially, you make it to the ground level. And as you open up the doors, you see that there's still guards there awaiting you. They all have their guns pointing at you. And what would you like to do? Let's start with Adam.
Adam is going to immediately summon a surfboard.
Nice. Thank you for understanding what their powers were without me telling you.
Mm-hmm. Definitely didn't just make that up on the spot.
I mean, he's able to manipulate the atoms to create whatever he wants, so...
Oh, I get it.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Why is that a low level power?
He is only able to create things like surfboards. Like, not very useful weapons, just like normal items.
As Adam is going to hold this surfboard and proceed to use it as a shield and George bash the guards in front of you.
The guards will shoot, and you're able to cover everyone with this surfboard shield. As
Alright,
Odie,
everybody, let's go.
Odie goes to next if he wants to attack.
Sure. I don't know Odie's power.
So, what Odie is able to do is that he's able to turn into a dog. It's a big dog.
Ah, boy.
Okay, Odie is going to get on all fours and proceed to shape change into a giant greyhound
Nice.
as he's going to begin running at the guard.
Yeah, he rolls a 15, so he attacks and like slashes at these guards very easily. They go off the way as other guards are trying to shoot at you. They succeed. They begin to shoot directly at you, and they're gonna shoot at Odie first. Odie, you get hit, and you see your friend fall, subject H, and they die.
No!
Damn.
No! Tim, can I do something about this?
What do you want to do?
Retaliate and let's see. What are the limits to my powers right now? I just freed a god from confinement. So
Well,
what am I
Again,
opting?
you have Danny Phantom X power, so you could possess someone.
That's a mighty good idea.
So you could possess one of the guards with the guns.
That is a mighty good idea. I think I'm gonna do that.
And Sweet, what she does is that she creates a cotton candy like armor around her body. She begins to produce this cotton candy armor around her, fluffy armor to protect herself.
Nice.
Tell me, are you gonna use your power right now? You're gonna use your 2 tokens?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't see very much else. I don't see any other options. So.
Okay. So you use your 2 tokens, and you come out of your body. Your body falls to the ground, and you possess one of these guards with the guns. Are you gonna use it to shoot the other guards?
Yes.
Roll for me for attack. You haven't used a gun ever in your life, so
I got a 15.
that's pretty good, actually. You're mildly successful at using a gun. As you begin to shoot the other guards, they were confused as they kind of begin to shoot at this body, so your soul returns back to yours.
Okay. Can I while they're distracted, can I check on Odie?
Yeah, you can check on him. Go ahead
I
and
don't think I know whether or not he's dead, right?
yeah. Roll me some brains and see if he's dead.
Please. I got a 5.
He is definitely dead. You don't know how to take a pulse, but he's dead.
God damn it!
But you get a token because you failed. So you don't really know if he's dead or alive, but he looks dead. Adam, do you want to do anything? There's still like 2 guards.
I guess Adam's just going to swing his surfboard.
Okay. They fail, and the guards shoot at Adam. And he dies.
Adam!
And Sweet, it is super mighty scared. So you grab her and you begin to run. And you run towards the exit. H. As you keep running, I need you to roll a flight roll for me.
19.
Nice. You
my God.
run, evading all the bullets as they go by. Run and run and run as you are able to escape the prison out through those doors. As you see the light of day, the sun shining. You see the steam rising to the sky. The critters going around, the giant birds that you have seen only through a window. You see like these ghost-looking clouds of steam. You see little sprites running around, and most of all, you see bodies being tossed out of this building and landing on the ground and splatting like pancakes as they explode in gore. As you see,
Don't look, Sweets.
as you see this guy, the subject A, falls to the ground, hits the ground. His sword falls to his side, and you see someone that you have only heard about. You have never actually seen their face. But she's essentially right here, right now, in this moment. As she kind of essentially comes down from her office. Hold on, let me see her name. I forgot her name. Where are you?
Do you want me to play this character, or are you playing this one?
No, I'll play this character.
Aww. I don't get to be the big bad evil guy. Sad.
Okay, hold on. If I can find it, that would be helpful. Come on. Is it here? No. No.
Her name is now Mrs. Daredevil. I'm kidding.
Anyways. I can't seem to find her. So
Make it on the spot. Do what I always have to do.
no. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. So hold on for a sec.
So, I guess while Ray is preparing that, what do you guys want to talk about? Understood.
Well, holy jeez, man.
What, you don't like the carnage and violence brought about by your actions?
Oh no, it's wonderful. I just expected more, something a little more somber, you know? Like, this holy crap, I just...
To be honest, I did kind of bait you to it, so...
Bait me to what, exactly?
To going up instead of down.
Well, to
You
be
could have
fair, that it was more interesting up there.
We haven't we hadn't had the chance. Yeah, go ahead.
In the meantime, I guess we'll plug Ray's Patreon. Please go to patreon.com to Friendly Studios, where you can, for the low cost of $1.99 a month, if I remember correctly, you can subscribe to Ray's Patreon and get all content that he is working on for EPiTHET Inscribed.
All of it? What?
Yes, all the current release content, as well as special Patreon creations.
Wait a minute, and you're telling me this is how much did you say this was?
$1.99 a month. Let me double check to
$1.99
see
a
that's
month?
actually right.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
Oh, talk about a steal! And I can watch all this content early.
Yeah. Some content on there hasn't even been released yet, including sessions 2 and 3 for EPiTHET Inscribed.
Sessions 2 and 3. Oh boy, I'm so excited! I need to subscribe now.
And oh. I don't believe you can actually get into the actual thing for a bit for $5, if I'm mistaken. Or in PC priority, I don't think you get that either. I'm pretty
Either
sure
way,
it's just you
you're
can
telling
pay
me I
$5 if you want to.
But I'm
can-
gonna tell you what you can get if you pay that $1.99. You get to have a channel specifically directly connected to me, where you get to talk, give some ideas for what you want to see next in the channel, and many other little perks. Even participating in little activities like playing in one shots on the Patreon.
And you're telling me I can do all of this while supporting my favorite creators?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, whoa! Talk about a deal.
Hey, you ready?
I am. I was not able to find her. I had her in my notes. I don't know where she is. But you know what? Like you said, let's just make it up as we go.
Her name is now Mrs. Finish.
No, we're just gonna say she's the Harridan.
Like Hera Dawn? Is she the Dawn of Hair?
No.
Aw.
But she's the Harridan, and she is she essentially emerges from her office as you see her
Oh yeah, it's the Herodon. You Sparkies are so done for now.
don't do that. Okay. Okay.
That was silly.
Let's do this. So, you see this woman kind of begin to float down from her office, go all the way down, and she seems to be holding this individual with this telekinetic maybe ability. Like, you're not very sure, but she seems to be holding him to the ground. And she is going to essentially like extend her hand, and the sword that he had is going to go up to her, and she's going to grab it, and she's going to go up to him, and you see her stab him in the chest, and she twists the sword, killing Subject A.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
She then is going to take out a what looks like a crystal apple, and she is gonna crack it open, and you see that like she drops like this juice onto like this guy's like hard this, and you see their body begins to shrivel up and begin to turn like to this like essentially to dust. And then she's gonna turn around and look straight at you. And she is going to walk towards you with the sword in her hand. and uh, you roll for me.
Nat 20 time, baby.
DM, that's gonna be a 9.
You let go of um, Sweet as she falls to the ground as the sword slashes at you. Feel it on your throat as you see your own head rolling away from your body as it falls to the ground. But you're still standing outside of it. And as your head, your brain begins to shut down, your ghostly self begins to kind of just fade as it flows through the air. And Hooba Dooba, you wake up
On the top bunk in the inn.
on the top bunk in the inn. And that's where we will end today's session.
So Sweet could still be alive, is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Let's go.
Oh my god!
So yeah, let's turn the music off. So yeah.
Dang.
Dang!
Dang.
That is the most you can say. This is crazy. Don't you quite understand the implications of all of this?
I mean, I do. But it's just like a dang. Oof. Sucks to suck, I guess.
Remember, Birch has no feelings.
I know. I'm aware.
I am quite angry that I couldn't find. I was sure that I had notes on the 13.
On 13?
Yeah, on the 13, the grade 13.
Oh, you mean like the 13 wardens. I thought you meant that this was a District 13 prison. I'm like, dang, you showed us the final area?
No.
Okay, I'm not dead inside disappointment, alright.
Yeah. That was intense.
This just means that, the wardens can in fact kill godlike beings.
With ease, apparently.
Which basically just means that everyone except for, well, actually no, I guess Hooba Dooba and Miles are probably gonna get power scaled so hard.
I was gonna say, power scalers, eat your heart out.
Because the only one who's been shown to be able to use these apples, which apparently can take away powers, which would have negative effects towards people like that, would be Zune, Cindy, and Jimmy. Which essentially means that,
Well-
Hooba Dooba and...
the apple was again, like, people without people with sparks can touch the apples. Like, nothing happens if you touch them. It's just what's inside that kills them, essentially. So
Yeah.
she cracked the apple and just put the juice inside, essentially. He wasn't dead because of the sword. He was dead because of the apple.
That's always the question of how did she get him in that position?
As we saw, she has power of her own. But that's what I was gonna try to explain, but I can't find her backstory.
Her backstory.
Yeah, because I had like notes about it. I don't know if I deleted them or something.
Dang. All your notes are gone.
No, but let's go to stars and wishes.
Hooba Dooba single-handedly caused like the killing, the mass murder of pretty much every Sparky in that prison.
Not necessarily. Every guard was dead.
Yeah, Hooba Dooba incited a massacre.
So the people seem to be okay. Like the people that died were his friends. He caused his friends to die. You could say that.
And himself, and every guard that was on their floor, and it wasn't shown, but probably most of the kids on his floor and most of the kids on the other floors. Because the thing is, afterwards, they're gonna do cleanup.
No, so the apples for disappointment. The apples are not. The apples are like essentially to a normal person. They serve as they're very much like energy. Like you would say, like they are essentially like a non-lethal like super like energy kind of like what would be like the what's one of those safe energies that people are trying to make happen. um
Solar,
Maybe like
wind,
yeah, like solar energy, maybe like
nuclear.
it's not nuclear because nuclear is kind of dangerous. So there's essentially
Potato.
so let's say it's like solar energy essentially. Like it provides this energy, but essentially this is the kryptonite to the people with sparks essentially. Is their kryptonite. So like the juice that's inside of it can kill someone with a spark instantly. Um, and essentially, the chosen one is able to harness that power to improve her spark. Essentially, um,
You were supposed to join or what? Yeah. Words.
you were supposed to bring balance to the force. You were the force. Yeah, so you were supposed to bring balance to the force and take down the dark side, not join them.
Yeah, that one.
So yeah.
Those words. Yep.
Anyways, let's start with you, Eddie. What's your stars and wishes?
Oh my good lord, you cannot start with me. Hope you realize that this means I have to play this silly little robot guy made out of spare junk with the notion that in his previous life this happened.
Yeah, Ray understands that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm sure it's comprehensible, but as the one playing this silly little guy, it's like
You're just a silly little guy.
okay, so my star goes to both of you because good lord, was this a session? This was the session of all time.
I guess it was indeed a session.
Indeed, it was.
My wish, honestly, I wish
For a Merry Christmas.
words can't even begin to describe the things that I wish. I wish to figure out what happened, in the present day. I wish to get Hooba Dooba justice. Hooba justice.
Justice.
Hoobadoo is gonna get to axe that the warden.
That would be lovely.
Like
Bruh
they,
said
they
that'd be great. That'd be good, amazing, great.
It's gonna be so different playing Hooba Dooba as a like I said earlier. It's gonna be so much different playing silly robot after this.
Well, you're gonna be able to tell your new parents the your backstory, and that's gonna be fun.
I figured out my traumatizing backstory. Wanna hear?
Yes, that's exactly how you're gonna bring it up.
Oh, you have one of those
I'm
too?
deep. I'm a deep character. Like pops around.
That's perfect. That's so good.
I'll tell you mine if you tell me yours. We can compare notes.
Okay, what are
Good
you, Birch? What's your star and wish?
Ah.
I would say star to Eddie for releasing a demigod. My wish? Huh. I don't know.
I love it's just I think this is the first time we've seen a kind of like god tier level uh spark user in this campaign. So I like that. I'm very happy about it.
Power scalers, eat your heart out.
Yeah. If this dude wasn't in quarantine for 20 years, nobody would be alive.
Yeah, nobody is a bit large.
He's a bit rusty, you know. Give him a sec.
Yeah, exactly. Give him some time.
Well,
Oh,
now they're dead.
Not necessarily. He could have a revive.
There's probably like 1 or 2 survivors at most.
I'm gonna say
I do
that.
have a wish actually. I really wish that
Mhm.
Sweet survives and like grows up to be like a super powerful user of just cotton candy, like making super strong cotton candy to, like cut enemies with cotton candy strands and stuff.
Let's just say you'll see her again,
Yes, yes.
but not
This
in
doesn't
this
answer the
not in
question.
this arc.
How long ago
Oh.
was this? Because like, how long ago was this? Like, was this immediately before Hooba Dooba was created? So I don't know.
Hooba
Like,
Dooba is 2 years old, so assuming there is no.
yeah,
Yeah.
like, is this a 2 year or did like
Yeah, this
Hooba
is
Dooba
2
have a
years
gap?
ago.
Okay, he didn't have a gap. Yeah, I don't think there's much a 9-year-old will be able to do. Sadly, not going against any world governments at 9. Not even Luffy could do that.
But you're gonna see them again. My star today is going to go to, I guess again, I like always, I like to give stars to everyone. Birch definitely for playing all the other NPCs. That was really fun. I really like the teacher. That was really fun
Why do you like the mean NPCs I play?
because I can't do that as well as you.
Yeah, you're good at that. You're good at playing those kinds of NPCs. That's like your thing.
Oh god.
So it's like I wish I could. I'm trying. Um, and then Eddie for doing such a good job at playing this character that you didn't know anything about because you were just figuring it out as you went.
I
So-
take it and I run.
I love that. You were doing incredibly well. We got disappointed with their star. My star is go to all of you for the voice work. Goodness me, my wish is that session 10 or hopefully 9 we could see more NPCs other than Hua Duba, even if it's just name drops. I was trying to name drop a couple of NPCs in this one, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen next session. Don't worry about him. Uh,
Hmm.
yeah. Anyone else watching us has any stars and wishes they would like to say? Um, but yeah, that was fun.
Oh boy.
Like what do you think, Eddie?
In what regard?
Like, what do you think about this backstory that you had to
This
go
whole
through?
set has gone spectacularly. I grew so attached to Subject Age, and I knew the
I
had to die.
yeah.
That's what made it all the more heartbreaking, is that I knew he had to die.
I love the fact that it's just like the question was like when, and you kept rolling well. So I was like, okay, good, you're still alive, and then it's just like for
I
him to
like where I
actually,
died. I feel like
yeah,
I
like
was
for him to actually go outside finally and just look at the outside, that felt very emotional to me in the moment. I was like, oh, he made it, but he has to die now. I'm so sorry.
Hmm.
my
yeah,
my
I think that was the best moment he could have died.
Yeah, my happy ending side of me, because I'm very much happy ending oriented. It's just like was like this is a different timeline, and he manages to just go and keep going and be safe and whatever. But he would have died anyways because of the bracelet.
I find it funny that at the beginning you said to play sad NPCs, and I don't think I played a single sad NPC. Like, I had this idea to like play an NPC that their entire thing was that their power was depression, but it only affected them, so they're just constantly sad. I think that would have been funny.
That's great.
I think that's just called clinical depression. I don't think that.
Well, no, but you see, the reason it's a power is because it causes everyone in a certain circle around them to pity them.
That's awful, dude.
So someone outside the circle, right? You know, could look at this depressed person and be like, ugh, stupid Sparky. Inside the circle, they'd be like, dang, that Sparky has it rough.
Poor Sparky.
Yeah, just keep using the slur.
Well,
Wow.
that's what the guards would use.
Yeah, I know.
It's not my fault.
But anyways, knowing this backstory, it's not gonna change the way I play the character. But dear Lord, is it gonna make me think about? It's not gonna make me think about the way I play him differently. It's gonna make me think about him differently, because as of this stream, he remembers some of, if not all of this now. He knows his traumatic backstory.
Well, he remembers the day before his death. I don't know if he
Yeah,
remembers how he got there or
exactly.
anything else. He just
I
remembers
think
the day of his death,
yes,
which is honestly kind of worse as your only memory.
yes, it
You
is.
only get the worst part of your life.
Well, it is something. I mean, honestly, I would argue that the monotony of day after day would arguably worse.
I love the fact.
But you have
I
Todd.
really love playing these meta narratives where you
Todd.
you as a player didn't know his backstory. Like, I knew what was gonna happen, and you are playing a character who has amnesia, basically. So to learn the things as you go is so cool. It's so meta, and I like it. It's like it's really cool.
Exactly. I would say it's gotten me so much more attached to this goofy little guy, because my head just got chopped off, and now I have to be a little robot guy who goes. Ugh.
But yeah, anyways, we have to head out. Thank you so much, guys, for listening. Uh, this was an amazing session. I really hope you guys liked it. I know it's a little bit different. I know that the three main goofballs are not here tonight. They're gonna be here next time, next session. I really hope so that they can make it, but they're definitely gonna make it up if I'm not mistaken.
Were you
Uh,
calling me a side goofball?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You are
side
part of the
you?
main characters. I just today you were playing
Wow.
NPCs.
Wow. I
I'm
see how
sorry.
it
I'm
is.
sorry.
I'm
They started it all, so that's why I'm saying the main goofballs.
Yeah, makes sense. That is how you would be.
I'm sorry, Birch.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Okay, so thank you so much for listening. Um, anything else you guys would like to say before we end it?
Go support us on Patreon.
Yeah, go do
I'd
that.
like to see more of this. We love doing this for you. And
Subscribe.
We would like to continue doing it. Yes.
Share it.
Getting card game addiction, please.
Yes. We need money to make the show, guys.
That you love. You want more of this?
Well, to be fair, the Patreon will be going to help EPiTHET Inscribed.
Well,
Yeah,
it's helping the whole production because
Exactly.
we still pay our voice actors for these live streams. So like they're helping us with that. So we need you guys. We need you.
Please. We need
But
your
yes,
help.
thank you so much. Thank you for everyone who has already joined the Patreon just to be a silent lurker over there as well. We got 10 members. You get little free content. So anyone else who hasn't joined it, we have 100 people watching these live streams. So guys, just join the Patreon if you want, just for free. Also, join the Discord, guys. There's a Discord. You guys can hang out with everyone. 100 people are watching this, so it's like we don't have 100 people over there. We only have like 30. So come on, guys. Join the Discord. Join the community. Have fun with us as we talk about epithet arrays. We share fan drawings and stuff like that. We share NPCs for this campaign. And we just have like random conversations and funny things that we do over there. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and see you guys next time. Say bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Woo!